Today we are in the heart of Summerlin. I'm gonna show you a fully remodeled property at $600,000. And of course, we're gonna be joined by Sean Yu from Loan Depot, so stay tuned. What up, Sean?
We are back with another house.
Thanks for coming through. I wanna show you this house. Even though I haven't walked through it yet, I kinda wanna show you my first impressions, give you a little tour of the ins and outs of this property.
I love it. And by the way, we made sure he didn't see the inside of the house, so his reaction will be genuine. He doesn't even know what this thing looks like.
All right, high ceilings, I like that. I'm liking the color scheme too. So this is not a solid black, it's like a little off black, dark gray color, which looks great. What do you think, Sean?
I love this little entryway. Obviously the high ceilings gives a little more room of, it's got more space.
Yeah.
Because I think obviously if they carry this all the way out, I would feel pretty tight in here.
Oh, yeah.
It's too low for me, but hey, this gives us a little room, and I love this little sitting area right here.
Definitely. Let's look at the kitchen, because the kitchen is very important, and it's kind of like the heart of the property, and it kind of tells you how much attention they put to the whole remodel. I love the waterfall in the island on both sides. This is what you call a waterfall. I like that they went with quartz versus granite. Quartz tends to be more stronger and more durable than granite, so I like that. So these are shaker cabinets. I don't think they're brand new because I see some chips in the corners. And some of these joints are not well put together, so pay attention to the joints when you're looking at what it looks like to be a fully new kitchen with cabinets. I like the stovetop being separate from the oven. That kind of gives it a more modern look. I love the undermount sink that's like a whole piece instead of being divided. I like this. And we gotta fix some of these cabinets though. Look at that. So whenever you're gonna list a property, you wanna make sure your cabinetry is installed properly. So this is something that some of my clients really like, to have a separate double oven mounted in the cabinets. It looks clean. I kind of like it better. What would you prefer, Sean?
I like that. It saves some space. Obviously, this kitchen is not super big, so I think to obviously have room for your dishwasher, and also, you got the. I like it. Like you said, it's clean and it gives you more space.
Yeah, I do like how they added the black accent to the island.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Makes it pop with the white, right?
And it's funny you mentioned some of the stuff on the cabinets, because honestly, I probably wouldn't even pay attention to that.
Yeah.
I could see how easily someone could overlook, just the little details that probably once you move into the house, all that stuff's gonna just be so glaring at that point. But then it's too late to go back to the seller and ask them to fix any repairs. So make sure you always do a home inspection, because you don't want to skip out on trying to find some of the errors or just little knick-knack things that maybe the seller might have missed, or they're hoping maybe you don't see, that will pass a home inspection.
Exactly. Yeah, when it comes to cabinets, I am very picky. And one thing that I always check is to make sure that the gap in between the doors is the same all throughout. Because sometimes you're gonna have some that are really close together. Some of them are more spread out, just to make sure that the tops are even as well. So that's something that you want to have the installer take care of, because it's very tedious to adjust it yourself. And once you notice it, you're not gonna keep your eyes off of it. So make sure that you get it done and fixed before you move in.
Love that little fireplace, right?
Man, this is cool. Probably like my favorite part right now so far. I love how they added the white
grout. Yep.
The only thing I don't like is how the spacing right here is so big. But I love that modern style fireplace, really nice. Overall, the house looks very clean. I love the formal dining area, and I like they added a really nice modern fan with the lights. I like that a lot. Let's check out the bedroom down here. Looks like it's a full bedroom and a full bath. So this is something that a lot of people want to have in a 2-story home, so they can have, their grandparents come over. Elderly people always seem to avoid going up the stairs, so having a full bedroom downstairs is awesome. Check out this shower. This is beautiful. I love how they went with the all white and just very minimal on the black trim. I love that. Texture tile makes it pop up. Let's go check out the upstairs. For me personally, I always like to have the master bedroom separated from the other rooms, just like this. You have a long hallway in between. The double doors really help, especially if you're trying to push in a king size bed, you need the double doors. I love the high ceilings right here, and I love the sitting area. That's great.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. What would you use this spot for you, Sean?
Read some books, got a little sitting area.
Would you have a little library or something? Or
Probably a little library, yeah. How about you?
Probably the same. I would probably put some weights, a little curl bar or something.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah, or a little workout area, right? Maybe you got your Peloton bike, or maybe you get up and do some yoga and stuff. But that's kind of cool. You don't see this type of added, square footage, I think, to a lot of kind of track style homes, right? So
definitely a bonus.
I like this bathroom.
Dude, this bathroom is great. I wanted to do this at my house to not have a door, but you do need a super long shower to avoid any splashing, while you're showering. But this is awesome. They did a good job. They went with the mowing, so they didn't go super cheap, with their handles and their accents. I like that.
Is there anything that you look for in a bathroom that maybe someone might overlook when you're going through a house with your client?
So the trimming around the tile, always look for that. I want to make sure that it's all even all throughout, because sometimes they don't line these up correctly and it looks really ugly. So I make sure that the installer did a good job with the trim. Something else that I look for is the brand of the handles, because if you put in cheap valves in here, they tend to leak and it's inside the wall. So if they start leaking, you probably won't notice for like 6 months to a year until you see water damage downstairs. So make sure you got a nice quality handles, because these handles have to have the same quality valves inside. And then Moen makes a lot of parts that you can buy and order on Amazon that you can replace yourself. So Moen is like a standard, good quality valve. Let's check out the walk-in closet. Decent size, is not too big or too small, but I like how it has the high ceilings. Looks good. I don't know how I feel about these black doors though.
Yeah, it's a little different, but maybe it's a little more modern-ish. I mean, it kind of almost blends in with these handles.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually you see some sort of contrast, right, between the two.
You can see some overspray at the bottom of this door too. So that's something I look for, like the overspray, because that's something that you have to touch up with paint. You can't clean that off most of the time. But also, if you notice that the cabinets, they didn't change the cabinets anywhere else but the kitchen. These are all original cabinets. They just painted them white.
How much does something like that cost if you were to just not put the money into getting new cabinets and just painting over it?
Probably like $1,000.
Because that's also another option for people too, right? As they look at maybe saving some money or potentially, is that cutting corners, would you say, in your mind?
To me, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you're gonna have nice shaker cabinets, soft close in the kitchen, and over here you're gonna have 20-year-old cabinets.
Yeah. I think that's why even the last video that we went through that other flip, just kind of talking about how you guys do your process, how you were fixing the ground, right? There was some unevenness that we looked at. And if you guys didn't see that video, make sure to check out that video in Carlos's playlist, because they do go over some of the things that they do look at. So this is kind of cool to, not to bash what this dude is doing, but there's some things that probably could have been done a little differently.
Yeah, exactly that. This is nothing against the person that did this. It's just for you as a buyer, it's something to look at and pay attention to when you're walking through some remodeled properties. Pay attention to certain things, because you are gonna catch it eventually. So you wanna catch it before you close on the property so it gets paid for and done by the seller. All right, let's check out the other bedrooms real quick. I'm curious on this other bathroom. I'm pretty sure they left the same cabinets, but let me check. Yeah.
Bedroom.
Same cabinets, but overall, it's a good remodel. They probably could have spent an extra $5,000 to repair the little things that we just caught. Right now in this market, I think what people are doing is they're trying to keep their costs as low as possible so they can bring down the price as low as possible but still making a profit. So as markets change, you have to learn how to shift and strategize on your projects so you can still make money and still make it affordable for the end buyer. Dude, there's like a little bonus room or closet. It doesn't have any racks inside, but look how big it is. For a spare bedroom, this is great. This is awesome right here too, a little balcony out toward the front. You know, this is something that I wanted for my property when I was looking for my house, but I didn't get a balcony. But my next home, if I get a 2-story, I'm gonna have a balcony. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably rate this property a solid 7. Just because there's minor details that I would want fixed for my client if I were to submit an offer on this property. And that's something that I would help my client uncover, so we can request that when it comes to our repair request when we do our inspections here. Like for example, some of the cabinets need some touch-ups, aligning some of the trim on top. I would definitely point that out. And then there's a little bit of overspray on some of the doors upstairs. I would want that touched up for my clients. And little things like that, which is not gonna be a big deal. I'm sure that the seller's willing to do that to get a deal together. So that's why working with a good realtor that can help you through the process and find things that you might not think are important, he should be able to point that out for you so you can make a good decision on the property that you want to buy. I want you guys to rate this property from 1 to 10, 10 being the best. I want to see your opinions on the full remodel, color schemes and things like that. I'm just curious, so let me know in the comments. So let's step out in the backyard. So you don't have a huge backyard, but this is like a medium size for Vegas. This is a 6,000 square foot lot, so you have enough room for barbecue area, covered patio, some entertainment. If you wanted to have like a birthday party back here, I think it's big enough to hold at least 30 to 40 people. So this lot size is typical in this area. So if you're looking for a bigger lot size, make sure to mention that to your realtor so he can send you property specific to the square footage that you're looking for. I want to show you the garage real quick because this is a 3-car garage and a lot of people always want to have a 3-car garage, typically to park 2 cars and to use that 3rd one for storage. So I like how they have a 60-gallon water heater. This is more than enough to power this whole house. It also has a water softener. If you're planning to move to Las Vegas, I would recommend you to get a water softener 100% because the water here has a lot of calcium and you're gonna see the calcium buildup underneath your faucets on every bathroom. So water softener is highly recommended. So it looks like they painted the whole garage, so it looks clean. I love a 3-car garage. That would probably be one of my top priorities whenever I'm looking for a house. It has to have 3-car garage. I need that extra storage. And this is also a corner lot, which a lot of people like because you get the whole side of the house as extra parking. So when you have guests over, they have plenty of space to park at right next to your house. The front landscape is very low maintenance. As you can see, it's mostly rock. Huge pine tree and some other trees right here and little bushes, but nothing too much to be worried about as far as maintenance goes. If you guys enjoy these walkthrough videos on fully remodeled properties here in Las Vegas, please hit the subscribe button. Follow me for more tips. If you have any questions, always feel free to comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one.